Hey, so regarding Christmas, I'm normally kind of a last minute kind of girl regarding presents. So I've only got to buy for my aunties, my mom, my nan, and the dog. Typical me, I've already got the dog's present first. Well, I've not ordered it yet, but I know I'm getting him. I'm getting a new little black puffer jacket to match mine. Little synchronized moment. Mom, I'm not sure yet. Auntie's pretty easy. I've already got half of my auntie's gift. I got her tickets to a show already that she's had, so only got to get half of the present for that. But I'm definitely a kind of Christmas Eve kind of shopper. Like, I have the ideas in my head, and then the last day or the 2 days before, I will run and get whatever I need to get. I'm also very into the wrapping. Well, there was a stage where I didn't really wrap presents. I used to just give them the present as is. But now I'm kind of into the wrapping, not so much of the actual wrapping, but the wrapping paper. Paper Chase, is it called Paper Chase? Paper Chain? Paper Chase is my favorite place to get my wrapping paper from. Really cool. They have a lot of options. So I kind of pick a theme. So if I'm doing gold, I will do all my presents in gold, all the same bows, that kind of vibe. But as of now, no presents have been bought as of yet. Basically, guys, if I'm talking funny, the other week I went to the Gay Times Awards / Honours with my really good friend Leighton. He brought me as his guest. He was also presenting an award, which was fun. You had a really fun time at the event, went to the after party, went to the afters, and I'm just like, you know, having a little two-step. I feel a crunch in my mouth. Bearing in mind, I've already got a filling that's fallen out and the back of the tooth is broken. So I was like, right, that's a bit weird. So I pulled the filling out of my mouth, put it on the side. I know, gross. But I was like, oh, that's fine. It's just the rest of that tooth. The next day after, I realized, hold on a minute, I look in my mouth, it's another filling. So a different filling had fallen out, my bottom one. So I was in agony. And then I also had an ulcer. So I had to get 2 teeth taken out, which does seem quite bad, and it is, but I'd had 1 tooth taken out before the pandemic, so maybe like 2018, and it wasn't too bad because it was 1 tooth. This time, the recovery took a little bit longer, so luckily I didn't have too much work on the week after, so I could rest and chill out, but I was slightly in pain. Like, it was very sore, I can't really eat food, and obviously I went on a bender. I didn't really eat that much, obviously, on the night out. Came back, I wanted to stuff my face, but I had an ulcer, so I couldn't really eat then, and then had my teeth taken out, so I didn't really eat food for a week, which is not good. I literally lost about, the scale says I lost like half a stone. I don't know if that's true or not, but I missed a lot of meals, and as you can see, there's not much of me to go around. So I've missed out on a few meals, so I need to play catch up, but that's why I'm talking slightly funny. Anywho, more gift ideas. So basically, for like a mother, an auntie, that kind of thing. My mom has quite a lot of stuff already. So for moms, you can always go down the route of giving them an experience. My mom likes to watch shows, so maybe like tickets to see a show or a nice spa day, maybe at a nice hotel. How can you go wrong? That kind of vibe. Or maybe something, I personally sometimes go down the route of a handbag, but that's just me. But an experience is always good, I feel like. Goes down really good with the moms. So just something to bear in mind. Aunties and stuff like that, well, it depends. I used to get clothes for them. Occasionally, maybe a pair of shoes, a dress, that kind of vibe. But if you're not on that level with your auntie, maybe some form of thing for the house. Also, an experience can work well. My auntie likes to drink, so bottle of Prosecco, bottle of champs, that kind of vibe is also good. Phone accessories, that sounds weird, but like AirPods or an accessory like a charging device, something for the phone, those kind of things. I'm just saying that because I know one of my auntie's phones is broke, and those kind of things would help her, so I know it can help others. AirPods are always a good shout as well, to be fair. That kind of vibe. Or a voucher for maybe like a Zara, a Pull & Bear, a Selfridges, so they can just take the gift and, you know, pick up something what they want for themselves. Also a good shout. Handbags. So I know this video is all over the place. Actually, if you're new to this channel, my name is Devon. I make videos on fashion, vlogs and unboxings and everything in between, so please consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get back into the video. Handbags. I am not buying any more handbags for 2022 because it's nearly the end of the year anyway, so I wasn't planning on getting any more, and my heart isn't actually set. I mean, I've got a wish list of bags that I want, but the wish list has slightly changed. I recently got a YSL, the Mini Hobo. This one, which wasn't on, actually it was on my list, but I had it on my list in the green croc and the size up. So I did get that on my list. There's like a Gucci Jackie bag, I think, is on there. I'll insert a picture. That was on my list. I don't think that's on there anymore, actually. But the next bag I want, I don't know if I'm set in stone on this, but there is a Bottega Veneta Jodie bag. And it's not crystals, but it's silver metallic. It's heavily beaded and it is so bomb, so gorgeous and so stunning. That is kind of on my list, but it's really expensive and I don't know if I could part with that kind of money for a bag, but we'll see. It's on my list anyway, but that's for 2023, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But for bags done this year, I'm also gonna stick to a 3 bag a year. They don't have to be all expensive or designer, but 3 handbags a year I think is appropriate. Or if I get a really expensive one, then maybe I'll just do 2 that year, or if they're slightly cheaper, then you know, all bets are off. But a 3 bag cap, that's what I'm doing. Also, friends regarding gifts. I think I have quite a lot of friends. We all don't do presents for Christmas though, which is fine because otherwise I'll be buying like 20 gifts. But we do have like a secret Santa that is not actually sorted out yet with my Manchester friends, which is quite a cool idea. I think there's going to be a cap of like 50 quid or 60 quid. I don't know how much it's going to be yet. But that kind of thing is quite cool. Also, gifts regarding that, me personally, depending on the person, if I need to go over, obviously I won't tell anyone I'm going to go over it, but I will normally go over it. But with 50 quid, I feel like you can probably get something good with 50 quid, to be fair. But sometimes it's like, the money doesn't reach as far as you want it to reach. Everything is going up. But with that, me personally, I think I'm quite good at picking out clothes for the people, so I normally would go down the clothes route or some form of accessory, depending on the person. Maybe something for the home. Ooh, actually furniture and stuff is quite expensive nowadays. But something down the clothes route for me personally, what I do. And I always feel like jewelry is also a good shout because everyone likes a bit of jewelry. So whether they're into silver or gold, also a good shout. Selfridges on Oxford Street also has a vintage section, so you can go in there and find like vintage bags, a few pieces of vintage clothing. So instead of looking online, you can have a little section in Selfridges where you can go in. They don't do appointments, but she's got like an iPad and it has all the other items that they don't have in store. So if you see something in store that you like, but you're like, oh, maybe I would like something else or something similar, she has a little iPad. I'll try and link them down below. And it has all the other items that they have. So they can bring it in for you. They can put stuff on hold. I've done it before. It's really easy. A really cool way to shop vintage. And you also get that luxury feeling because you are in Selfridges. So might be worth looking into. My aesthetic, meaning my aesthetic, I don't really know what my aesthetic is. It used to be like an old granddad. My friend used to say that all the time. He used to be like, why are you dressing like your granddad? But that used to be my vibe. Whereas now, it's kind of all over the place. Like, I will always try and dress smart or appropriate for where I'm going. But sometimes I'm smart, sometimes I'm cash, sometimes I'm femme, sometimes I'm trade. So, I don't really have a set brand. You know how some people leave the house, they wear different outfits every single day, but their aesthetic is the same thread. I don't really have that as much. So I'm thinking for 2023, do I want to have a set one? So I'm obviously changing up my looks, but the whole brand is the same, if you know what I mean. Just something I've been thinking about doing. Let me know if that's something that you already do. But I don't know what my vibe would be. I feel like it would be definitely neutrals. I think it would be neutral. I'm kind of a cream, white, black kind of gal, I think. Obviously, I did some previous videos talking about jewelry, so maybe I would just keep the same jewelry, probably all gold, change up the clothes. We'll see. Balenciaga, obviously there's a whole situation with the child. I don't want to say the rest of the words because I don't want to get demonetized. So everyone kind of knows the outline of the situation. I don't know everything about it, so I'm not going to say too much and say the wrong thing because I ain't trying to get cancelled, y'all. but there's a lot going on with that situation. I don't actually have that many items from them. But the thing is, I said to my friend, am I supposed to stop wearing? Because these trainers that I have, they are the track 2 trainers, I think they are. I'll insert a picture. They're obviously really cute and I actually do love them. I haven't worn them since this whole scandal because I haven't really been out anyway. But do I not wear them again? I'm not sure yet. I'm going to see how this whole thing plays out. Obviously, I am against the whole situation and whatever and these images they put out. But I'm just like, I'm not a Kim K. I don't have excess money that I can just waste on items and never wear again. Obviously, I can sell them. But if they don't get sold, do I wear them still? I don't know. I'm going to see. Cross that bridge when it comes to it. But I don't have money to be wasting on items that I'm never going to wear again, if you know what I mean. So we'll see. Don't cancel me. That's just my opinion. Living beyond my means. This is the thing that always happens, right? Sometimes if I see my nan and she'll be like, why have you bought that? It's so expensive or something. She's like, you hang your basket where you can't reach it. Oh no, God, I don't want to talk about. Also adding on to my Balenciaga story that I was talking about. This was way ago in summer. I had them on back home in front of my nan and she went berserk. She hates the trainers. Let me just insert a little video there for you. Just because it's hilarious.
First time you're a dancer. Why you gonna broke up your foot for me then maybe go to the same thing?
These are designer trainers now.
Don't tell me about
They're not cheap.
Trainer.
They're not cheap.
I don't want to hear whether they design or whatever.
What do you want to know?
Wear something where belongs to your foot. Not them heavy big old sitting there. I don't think so me fool. Because
why?
At 30 years, we work on orthopedics ward for 30 years with broken bone. So don't think me daft. Me not daft. Them my shoes are heavy more than you. And me I tell you, say, stop wearing them. Don't wear these big heavy trainers because
Do you not think they look good?
they're rubbish. They're not good at all, them.
They're Balenciaga, them. Do you know that?
They what?
Balenciaga.
When you tell me about them,
Balenciaga, that the designer.
Get trainers. There could have been 1 million for them. Get trainers where your foot can manage.
Back to Christmas and living within your means over the festive period. Don't overspend yourself. I have a list of items that I need to buy for people, which is fine. And obviously I'm trying to budget on, buying presents, being social. I've got a vacation that I think is happening after Christmas. Fingers crossed, touch wood, is going to go through. That's fine. So you have little things. So I'm trying to budget out what I need to pay for over Christmas and don't overspend, because the things that I worry about sometimes, I'm not going to lie, are a little bit embarrassing. Like, if I know I've got an event coming up on the weekend, yeah, and I don't 100% know what I'm wearing, I could have a sleepless night. Like, I could tell you numerous times, I will wake up at 6 in the morning like, I've got an idea. I will get my phone, I will do a pad, start writing down my ideas I've got in my head, and then I'm like in a half sleep until my alarm goes off, thinking of concepts, or I'll be like, oh my God, maybe I should do that bag with that, or these shoes with that hat. Those kind of things that I've been worrying about. But we're out of a pandemic, but people are struggling over Christmas, so live within your means. That is also for me too. Don't sweat and trip about the small stuff when there's bigger things going on, and try and give back as much as you can. Always be a shoulder to cry on over friends in need. Try and be there for them. I don't know what this video has turned into, but I'm going to leave it in. I'm just talking shit, but I never really talk that much in life. Anyway, also leading on to not talking that much in life. I'm not a massive talker, so if you meet me and I seem shy or rude or stush, I am those things. No, I'm joking. Maybe a little bit, but I'm actually really quiet. Like in the daytime, I don't talk to anyone. I talk to my family. I have 1 or 2 friends that I speak to every week, in the week and stuff. But I'm not actually a massive talker in general. So if you do see me and I'm a bit coy, that's just me, I'm afraid. I mean, if you see me in the club, then let's go. But daytime, I'm antisocial. My New Year's resolutions of 2022, have I done them? Yes, most of them. I think I had about 5. I'm not going to talk about them because I feel like it's bad juju and bad luck to talk about your New Year's resolutions. But for this year, I think I've accomplished some of them. I said I wanted to start my YouTube. It's been a slow burner, but that's just how it is for 2022. It's not the same as starting in 2017 or 18 because there's different platforms now. Other people are coming onto this platform, so it has been slightly harder than I thought, but I've loved it. It's fine. It's a bit of fun right now. Hopefully it will turn into something serious. So that all went good. Job wise, I've kind of stopped doing shows. Like I had 1 or 2 auditions for shows, got down to the last bit, didn't get them. 1 or 2, which is fine because I wasn't really dying for it anyway. Got another situation I can't really talk about, but it's been cute. Hopefully that will come fully into fruition going into 2023. A few of the little bits and bobs worked out, so I feel like I stuck to it. All positive. Yeah, all good vibes. Also, going into 2023, this is obviously 3 weeks too early, but do I stick with the fashion topics or do I talk about not more personal life, but like, you know, relationships, friends, things that are also outside of fashion? Because I feel like I have things to say, but sometimes I'm like, actually a really private person. Like, if I don't tell you something or show you a picture, I don't want you to see it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever give anyone information that I don't want them to know. Team calculated. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm very low-key, private. Even my besties don't know all my business because gotta keep it hush-hush. Loose lips sink ships. One of my besties said that to me and it's took me for a long time. But yeah, I could move into that kind of thing also going into 2023, but we'll see. It's a possibility. Also, one more thing. If you see me and I'm rocking head-to-toe designer, best believe it came from the style. This did not come off the back of a van on the highway. Like, okay, so let's not. If that's something you do, I'm absolutely here for it, but I'm not that girl. I'm just not that kind of girl. But that's completely fine. If you do, go ahead, go off. But do I? No. See, if you ask me that question, I'm going to be offended. I did ask my friend, is one of his items real or fake, the other day, but I did that as a joke because that's that thing that we have. And another friend I said that to as well, but that's just funny. But if you see me out and about and it says, you know, Dior, Chanel and Prada, it came from the style. Guys, I hope you liked this video that I put together. This is a video that I've not kind of done this style before, but it actually flowed and came out pretty well. But, you know, just chatting-ish with me and my girls. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.